do today? What did I do today? Oh, I'm on the podcast for the creatives with Brooke. What are you doing?
Oh, that needs to be a meme. Oh my God. That needs to be a sound. Hello, lovelies. Welcome back to the podcast. It has been a long 2 months. Let me just say that. And we're not doing that again. But to celebrate, okay, we have the perfect guest, Miss Brianna Jones. She excludes like literally the best amount of confidence, okay?
Keep talking. And what else?
She's multifaceted. Okay, we love that. She can do basically everything. Wait, explain. Give him a little hint as to what you do.
You right. Hold on. Hey, sisters. Is this mic on?
It's on.
Is this mic on? Hi, guys. My name is Brianna Jones. I'm a jewelry designer, content creator, and, professional life liver, and serial hobbyist. Multiple titles. All of it.
All of it. Heck. I love that. Well, I'm glad you're here.
Thank you for having me on my first podcast.
I'm excited. Okay, how are you? How are you doing?
I'm alive.
You're alive. I like that answer.
When people lie and be like, oh, I'm good.
You're like,
I'm not 100% gravy. I'm alive. I woke up today and that's the best thing that we could do.
Exactly.
Praise the Lord.
Thank you, God. Okay. Well, I love to hear that. So basically with my podcast, I just like to ask this one question first, okay? Yeah. What is your inspiration for, wanting to create content or just being an influencer? What was it? How did it all start?
Honestly, I feel like my main goal in life, when you're trying to find your purpose, my main purpose was just to inspire people to just live your life. I grew up and my mom was also always saying Brianna, you just never focus. Why can't you stick to one thing? And I low-key feel like I got ADHD and I love to do. I'm saying you can literally do anything that you want to. And I feel like sometimes I forget that I literally built this platform where I wake up and I do anything I want. Yes. So how did it start? I feel like I was posting pictures in high school. Right. Just fun little cute pictures, but I did it in between, like part-time while I was in college and high school. And I think in 2021, the pandemic happened and you're looking for something to do.
I feel like a lot of people started taking things seriously after pandemic because they realized it's time.
I'm saying, and one thing that really just changed my mindset, those unemployment checks. I said, wait. Hold on.
Yes.
We're getting paid, $600 a week just to live here and live life.
Yep.
I was taking those investments. That was my first investor right there. I was taking those and I was building my wardrobe and I was using that to fund a lot of my creative projects I wanted to do.
Right.
So I was doing, I think I was obsessed with the 70s. First, okay.
I can see that.
Let me roll it back because I'm getting distracted. I used to have a big obsession with the 70s and still do, and I feel like it's still in my style. Right. But when I wear my afro, I didn't see a lot of girls posting with their afro with a 70s style. Yeah. It would be an afro, be like, oh, this is my in-between look. Okay, I'm about to get my braids next week though. But just know I have an afro. Exactly. And I was like, I didn't see the girls wearing their afro and just embracing it every single day. Right. And it was so hard for me to embrace my afro because my mom permed my hair when I was 5. Everybody got that story.
You're not the only one, girl.
I didn't know what my natural hair. Yeah. I didn't know what my natural hair looked like until I was 16, 17. I was like, wait. Yeah. It just grew up. And I said, everybody has their hair and it grows down, the curls, the juicy curls. And I said, wait, hold on. Mine is just a big afro. And I was like, you know what? Somebody else needs to see that you can wear and rock your natural hair. So I did that. And it also, I love fashion. I studied fashion in high school and college. I went to the high school fashion industry. Shout out. Alumni. FIT, shout out.
Okay. Went to FIT too.
Did you really?
Yes.
What major?
Fashion business.
Period. Me too, girl.
And it was hectic.
But you graduated?
I graduated in 2024.
Okay,
Shit.
period.
Yeah.
I graduated the year before that.
Oh my
Okay, sisters.
Okay, we got some tea. There's some tea about FIT that needs to be said, but we're gonna leave that for another day.
Stay tuned for the next podcast. Yeah, so from that, I was like, let me do some creative projects. Because my end goal is to be a creative director. I don't want to make content forever. I feel like I'm using my content creation platform to show you what I could do. Baby, I got talents. I could sew if you need to. I could I can make some jewelry. I made a couple of these jewelry pieces. Girl, I could do everything.
Yes.
So we like Wonder Woman. Like I like how she do everything. So I'm doing everything.
I love that. So my next question was be like, how did you determine what you're going to make content about? But basically, you basically answered that question. Like you just saw something that you didn't see much of, and you was like, let me stand out in my own way. And you do stand out in your own way, which is amazing. That's exactly what I feel like a lot of content creators have a little bit trouble with is like, what are they going to make content about and how they're going to stand out from other individuals. So it's good that you found your niche.
But like niche, but don't niche.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
what I mean?
Like you don't have just one particular niche. It's just kind of like I choose something to do every single day, but it still makes me.
I feel like a lot of advice on the internet, I feel like one thing that you should do, or my best advice, is to just always be true to yourself. I feel like we're always scrolling on TikTok and it's so easy to be consumed by all of that. They're like, tips on how to be an it girl. Baby, you just wake up and you're that girl. Like, why are you following this advice?
Yeah,
you
it's just
do
you.
it. Exactly, you just do it.
And it's just taking a risk too, because the thing that is stopping a lot of people from actually like flourishing is themselves. Like if you really just got your butt up and said, you know what, I'm gonna do this at 9 o'clock and I'm gonna make a video of me doing this, and I put it all together throughout the day. I filmed the day of my life, but I did it my way and not how this other person did it. Then you really will like eat. Potentially.
It's so simple. Just be yourself. I know that is the most generic advice. Just be yourself.
Just be yourself. It's so cliche, but it's true.
You just have to be yourself, and you have to understand that a lot of people, there's nobody like you. Like there is nobody. You know, I've seen a lot of Brianna Joneses. Brianna Jones is a very common name, but they're not this Brianna Jones. Are you kidding me? Wake up and I'm still Brianna Jones. And it's like, I feel like when I was younger, I've always been told that you're too loud, you're too eclectic. I love accessorizing. I love the accessories. I love to do too much, you know?
That's
I
a
hate when people say, you're doing too much. Maybe you're not doing enough.
This is why I have you as a guest.
Thank you.
Because
I like this. This is nice. This is nice.
I only wanted people that really like are true to themselves and they don't like shy away from what they do or don't care what anybody thinks, because like you should want to be loud. You're not going to get anywhere being quiet. Like closed mouths don't get fed, baby.
I agree.
What is one thing that you wish you knew before you started this journey?
Ooh, that time management is important.
Yeah.
Girl. Like I just started using Google Calendar. It's still a lot.
Yeah.
I was late today.
It's okay. We're not
gonna lie to
about
myself.
It.
You should lie to yourself and be like, 30 minutes earlier. Even when I do that, I'm still late.
I'm late everywhere too. I'm not gonna lie, but
it's okay. But like fashionably late. But one day, like somebody told me this the other day, and they were like, they said something about you wasting their time, and one day you're gonna be late, and they'll be like, okay, that's it. But I'm like, damn.
Yeah, you don't get a lot of seconds. Some people will not give you that second chance. They'll just be like, go home. It's fine. Just go home. I used to think about it like, if I'm late, I just wasn't meant to be on time. Ooh. Like, God didn't want me to be on time, clearly.
I don't know about that one.
But either way, some people will not give you that second chance. So definitely work on that for sure.
I know. Especially when it comes to like deliverable, because it's still a job.
It is.
I feel like we don't talk about that. Content creation is still a job.
Right.
You have to clock in every day at work, even if you don't feel like it.
Yeah. That's
something that I'm learning as well, because I'm a type of person where I have to feel creative in order to create. And no, baby, you're going to have to wake up. Like, that time. What's that time? During December, always like from November to January, February, seasonal depression.
I was just saying that.
Just kicks you, girl. And I said, what do? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not doing enough. And you meet people and people are like, you are doing so amazing.
Yes.
I went outside the other day. You're doing so amazing. You're on this brand trips. And I'm like, really? Because I feel like I'm not doing enough.
You're
like,
doing
I
enough.
need to make 100 bands. Like,
No.
I need to make millies. Where's that? Why the bank account not giving enough?
That's that imposter syndrome, okay?
I know.
Because we're doing enough, okay? You're doing great. You're doing great, sweetie.
But that's why it's so important to like have people in your corner that are like, girl, you are doing enough.
Yeah.
Like I have like my trusted circle.
Yeah.
Shout out to them, because they be like, Brianna, will you shut up and just do that thing that I'm like, I don't know if I could do this, but I really want to do.
Then do
What's
it.
stopping you?
Yeah.
My best friend, Keena, shout out to Keena. That's my girl.
Shout out to
She be
Keena.
like, what's stopping you? And I'm like, oh.
Life is too short.
Damn.
Life is too short.
Damn, it really is.
So just do what you got to do.
Do what you want to do. Everything, like, and that's one thing that I love to do. Like, whenever I have an idea, I feel like it's because a future version of myself already has that.
Exactly.
And I realize with content creation or doing different hobbies, it's like you have to learn how to pivot. And, you know, it's not going to be easy.
No, it's not going to be easy.
At all.
But I think it teaches you something about
Yeah.
yourself every single day. I think that's a great thing about learning new things and it, like just or pivoting is that you know that you can do anything you put your mind to.
I know.
And then
learning
when
that.
you're like advanced and you're like, what the heck? Like, how did I do all this? My next question is, how do you balance authenticity with the nature of social media? Like, it can be very easy to get caught up in comparison and, you know, just trying to keep up with everybody else.
Yeah. I think, I know we discussed this a little bit earlier where we were talking about just be yourself, but that's literally the equation. It's just, I always think, I'm going to put it in an example of like when I style myself.
Right.
I always have like, I'm not going to wear this. I hate sequins. I hate this. I hate this. I hate that. I'm very picky when it comes to stuff like that. But I always make sure I'm like, okay, if I hate sequins, what's the worst? Like, what's the worst that can happen if I try those, like wearing sequins?
Right.
So the same thing when it comes to content. If I'm not really comfortable with taking content outside, I'm like, okay, Brianna, but what if we try it though? So I feel like trying new things,
Challenging yourself.
and yeah, that's the word. Challenging yourself to do new things. I feel like is just staying. It's just staying true to yourself. That's. I don't feel like I don't really have an answer, but like I hope I'm cooking up.
No, you're cooking because
You just gotta do.
like,
just gotta do it.
That's
Damn.
the answer to really like just facing any type of fear. And let's say you don't want to like. Let's say you don't want people watching you create content. I think that's a big one. People are just like, I don't want people watching me. I want to, you know, show my workouts. I want to do all this stuff. I want to like, because sometimes you don't have people to, you know, do content for you sometimes. So you got to just do it yourself. But I think the great thing is like, okay, what if I attempt to go outside and create my own content, you know, and just go after it, even if you're a little scared and people may watch you. Most of the time, they don't even care.
You know what? When I was in therapy, were you gonna say something?
No, go ahead.
When I was in therapy, I remember I was talking about like all the things I was wrong, and I was like, oh, I hate this, and she was like, girl, you realize that everybody's very selfish, right? And I was like, what do you mean? She goes, everybody's living their own world, like in their own world, and nobody's really thinking about you.
No one is.
And generally thinking, like, if you're going on the street and you see a girl like taking a picture, like, oh my gosh, she's so cute, but you're looking at her, but you're not going. Sometimes you don't tell her, but now I'm like, if I feel some type of way, like, oh my god, I love your outfit, I'm gonna say something now. Right.
Why is it that our first thought is always that we look crazy when we're taking pictures? Why, like when people are staring at us? Why can't it just be like we look good?
It's our brain.
Yeah, it's our brain.
I really used to think that. I'd be like, oh my god, like, why are people looking at me? Even when I started like dressing a little bit more eclectic, I'm like, why are people looking at me? Like, what's tea? Like, what is it? Like, and that girl, and they just know it. Thank you.
I don't stare at people that I don't really be like, oh my gosh. Like, I stare at people that look different and they stand out and they look mad beautiful because they do.
And do.
What is your creative process when creating like content? Do you have like a specific schedule, way of doing things?
I think this is like my second year doing it full time. So I'm still trying to find a schedule, because there's events that you have to go to. You know, every week is not the same, but I feel like this, or at least this month, I'm getting a grasp on it a little bit. You just have to do one thing a month. So I'm doing, like, I'm having a content day for the whole month. Wait, for the whole, like, one content day per week. And then I batch create all those content, and then I post them out through the week. I've been posting a little bit more, so I'm like, okay, you'll never know if you don't try, because I'm always like, the algorithm is so booty, like, why are y'all treating me like this? And it's like, the right people will see your stuff, so keep posting. So, and the more that you experiment, I think about posting on Instagram like an experiment. So the more that you post, say you try a different audio, you say you do this, like you see what does well, what doesn't.
Yeah.
But even if you don't, even if it doesn't do well, if you like it, they're gonna pick it up. They're gonna pick it up, because I have like a Jones Journal series where it's like my vlog series, and when I first started posting it, people weren't really like engaging with it. They're like, okay, what is this?
Yeah.
But I started posting about things that I liked.
Right.
That's the key to content creation. You have to talk about things that you're passionate about, because you have to bring your audience into your world. Like, why should you follow me?
Right.
Me personally, I wish I could give y'all tips and be like, do this, do this, do that. But my goal, just inspire to do everything that you want.
Exactly.
So I'll be like, girl, we about to do this hobby, but I'm gonna give you a why. I feel like learning why is always, I think why is my favorite question. Why are you doing that? You know,
it's like
what's everybody's lore,
right?
You know?
What is your mission statement?
Exactly.
What are you trying to accomplish here?
Every single time I meet somebody, why'd they put that on? Why is your hair like that? Because there's always, the why is the most important thing. And why, because if you're just like, okay, what is just a subject?
Right.
Okay, I'm Brianna. Okay. And what else? You're Brooke. Okay, what else?
Yeah.
Why do you have this podcast? You know, it just adds more lore.
It does.
So you have to answer a why with your content. A lot of the times I'll be like, okay, I'm doing this hobby, but they're asking why. Okay, because bitch, I was heartbroken and I did this and I wanted to do this and I wanted to feel better. So come along the journey and we're going to do this. Yeah. And I feel like I view content as a journey more so than just I'm posting just to post.
Right. I think that's what like removes the pressure, is just like just doing things and not doing it for an expectation of something.
We didn't do a cheers.
Oh, yes, we didn't do a cheers. How
dare you drink with no cheers. Oh, this is nice. This is like juice.
It's rosé prosecco.
Hold on, this is not nice.
Yeah, I think a lot of people put so much pressure on themselves when doing content, because it's just like, oh, I have to get this certain amount of likes, this certain amount of comments, this certain amount of engagement. But why can we just let go of that and just do whatever we want, but still inspire others at the same time? You know, without it feeling like we have to do it instead we want to do it.
Exactly.
So I think that's the thing, especially like with Instagram. Like, remember we just used to post
for fun.
I think that's what it should be. Like,
that's
fun
what I'm doing now.
Exactly.
I'm realizing that I'm posting for fun because I had that little like season of, oh my God, I'm so depressed. I don't know what I'm going to do with my life. Like, what am I posting for real?
Right.
Then I was like, wait, I'm going to have fun. Like, I'm using fun audios like that. You know that, is it Stacy? Is it Becky? I was like, let me do that for fun. You know, like, but like not only just do like trendy things, do things that you'd want to see and just, girl, have fun. Like, y'all taking Instagram too seriously.
Right.
Just have fun. Just post.
That's it.
That's it, girl.
What has been your biggest challenge in your journey so far?
Ooh, I would say myself. I am an overthinker. Like, I overthink every single thing. I'm like, oh my God, what if I do this and they're going to think about this? Oh my gosh, what if I do this? Oh my God, does this outfit go with this? And I'm very hypercritical of myself because you're your biggest critic.
Yeah.
But sometimes
it's crazy.
People are not even thinking about the things that you're thinking about.
They don't care.
I'm like, do you guys see this pimple that I have on my face right here? Oh my God, I'm not going to do the show anymore because they see the pimple on my face. Heavens no.
They don't care.
Girl, nobody give a damn.
No, they don't.
Stop thinking too much.
Yeah.
And I'm learning that. And ever since I stopped overthinking, I still overthink. But now I just post it. I just post and just delete the app. I'll be like, okay, we're good.
What's the worst that can happen?
Exactly. You did it though.
I shut out the app once I post.
They don't know. They don't know that.
Yeah.
Like, posting still gives me a little bit of anxiety because I'm like, okay, I have to make sure I write the right hashtags and this and this. I'm like, I posted it. It's done. It's nothing.
done.
There's nothing I could do with it. That's it. It's
Love
okay.
that.
Whatever the algorithm does, whatever the algorithm does.
It is what it is. It's been getting harder over the years.
It's
I understand
okay.
why.
And you just do it. But the fact is, you did it.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people have ideas, and I want to do this. I wanna. But did you do it?
Are
do
you
it,
gonna?
do it.
Gonna?
Ooh,
Are you gonna?
You just gotta do it.
Okay, so I want to know, where does Ms. Brianna Jones see herself in the next 5 years?
First of all, the bank account gonna look like 100 milli. Like, come on. Honestly, I feel like I want to branch out to more like business ventures.
Right.
I feel like I'm just a content creator right now. It's like, oh, people are like, oh, you just make content. Maybe I want to be more than that. I want to have like a jewelry line. I want to build more community outside of just Instagram. Like I want to host events. Like, girl, I want to do it. I want to do it all.
We should host an event
I
together.
want to join the circus.
Let's host an event together. Okay, I
tea.
love throwing parties, girl.
Do you really?
Yes, I threw a New York Fashion Week mixer, and I threw a brunch for ladies. Like,
come to our event. You're here. You get the first tea. Come to our event.
Listen, I want to throw so many events.
Let me know.
I'm crazy about that. And I just started working for a DJ. Her name is Soul Sugar.
Okay.
So
wait, stop it.
Yes.
Brooke. Wait, are you guys both named Brooke?
Brooks. Her name is Brooks. My name is Brooke.
Okay, wait, hold on, because I actually love her music. Please.
Yes.
Wait, I love the way she's actually very knowledgeable on music.
She is amazing.
I love that.
So I'm doing creative strategy for her. And literally, I want her DJ at one of my events for sure.
Okay, period.
And first of all, with you, in your 70s aesthetic.
Yeah, I could see it.
Yeah,
I could see it.
We got to connect and, make things happen. Okay?
I could see it, girls.
Yes, I love that.
Oh, so cool.
What advice would you give to someone just starting out as a content creator? Like the first, I know it's like just post, but as in like strategy wise, organization.
To be honest, I'm still working on my own strategy, but I would say maybe have like days of the week for different things. So I think I want to start that. So it's like Monday, I'll do like an outfit of the day 360, or Tuesday, I'll do like a hair tutorial, diversify the content.
Right.
Think about different, like, okay, I have a great piece of advice.
Okay.
You should make the content. Don't make the content make you. I feel like when people are first making content, they're like, my life is so boring. I don't do anything. You do everything. Your life is so interesting, and you can make it interesting. Because honestly, all I do is go to events. And I'm like, oh, like I live a mundane life. And people are like, girl, I do that. I would do that. I would trade your life. And I'm like, oh. Like, I'm like, all I do is go to the gym, I do a little hobby here and there, and I go home. I sleep. And they're like, okay, vlog that. You can make a story out of anything.
Yeah.
So make the content. Don't make the content make you. So if you're going to go to a podcast, for example, we're going to this podcast right now, put that camera up and record it. You come with me on a day in my life as a content creator. Like, you can make it interesting. Why'd you come to the podcast? Talk about your why a little bit more. Why do you want to start posting?
Okay, so I saw you were on a brand trip with Shea Moisture. How was that?
That was amazing. That was my first international brand trip. I've been on 2 brand trips with them. We went to Essence Fest. I love Essence Fest. I love New Orleans. I'll be out there again. I feel like with Shea Moisture, they just cater to you. And let me cater to you. Okay. They just cater to you as a Black creative. I feel like, honestly, when I first started making content in 2023, I quit my internship. I quit my internship.
We don't have to talk about anything else.
I was like, you know what? What am I going to do? And I thought I wanted a full-time position.
Yeah.
And I was just like, sir, do you have a full-time position for me? And he said no. And I was like, oh. But, I'm sitting here like I need a full-time job, because when you graduate college, you need a full-time job. I was trying to do what everybody else does. You see the problem here? Stop doing what everybody else is doing.
Do what you want to do, girl.
And I was like, you know what? I'm talking to God. I said, God, like, what do you want? Like, should I not do this full-time job that he's not offering? Like, I need a full-time job. I should, graduate, get a full-time job. What's next? My mom's asking me, what's next? Everybody at church, what's next? I don't know. Do you know what you're doing tomorrow? Do you know what you're eating tomorrow? I don't know what's next.
The expected norms as a young 20-year-old, just to be like, okay, we have to do this. We have to do this in this order. We don't know what we want to do, especially as a creative. We just want to create. I'm not going to lie. Like,
I'm saying. And you have to learn how to pivot.
Yes.
Because, when you're in elementary school, what's next? Middle school. What's next after middle school?
High school. We don't know what's next.
After high school?
For college, we don't know what's next.
I said, oh my God, I have to make my own decisions.
That's a different type of like sadness right there.
Full time. So you know what? I said, listen, we gonna figure it out. I said, I'm gonna give myself a year to figure it out. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm like, wait, I'm making content part time. Might as well try it full time.
Yeah.
The first brand that actually gave me my full-time opportunity was Shea Moisture. And they were like, okay, come. My manager pitched me to, hold on. My manager pitched me to go on the brand trip for Essence Fest. And they said, yeah, sure, why not? I said, oh my God. And that was a good check. I said, hold on. Y'all gonna pay me out there to be myself? Wait. No.
Fly you out, give you a hotel.
Hold on.
Give you all those goodies.
Hold on.
And you get to enjoy the event.
Hold on. I went there, and honestly, it was a very different experience because I made content for fun. You know, I was making content for fun. I didn't really have nobody clock me down like your videos due tomorrow. And I'm not really good at editing videos. I'm now doing it a little bit more. So it's like a muscle, you know, the more you use a muscle, the more it's like, okay, you got this.
Right.
But I just felt so much imposter syndrome, like being there. Because all these creators like have like 300K. They're like all older than me. I was the youngest one there. I was probably like 21 at the time.
But that's amazing though.
Girl,
like
no, it was scary.
I'd be like, girl, you're meant to be there.
Girl, I was scared. Now I know I'm like, okay, now it's being dramatic.
That's a milestone to be 20 something years old. And you're there in a room full of older people. Like that's amazing.
At the time I was just so nervous because you have to like create your content day by day. So it's like day 1, send 3 videos. Day 2, send 4. Post a picture. And I'm like, this is a lot.
It's a lot demand because you have like a deadline, whereas at least when you're creating your own content, it's on your time.
Exactly. And it was just so like, I'm like, oh my God, they're never going to work with me again. Like, I remember I was crying in the bathroom. I was like, they're never going to work with me again. Like, I keep doing this late. Like, I just kept crying because I'm like, oh, like I'm messing up right now. I'm handing in the videos late because I'm not.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to shake ass and have fun and then also work? Now I'm learning the balance of, baby girl, you're here for work. This is your job.
It's still work at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Yeah. You're just getting paid for it. So you get to work, but you also get to go to the beach.
Exactly.
Like,
exactly. And I remember one of the workers, she was like, she saw me crying. She was like, what you crying for? And I was like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I need to be here. Like, I had 13K followers at the time. And I was like, I don't know if I deserve to be here. Like, oh my God. I threw away that mindset a long time ago. But she was like, listen, the next time you come here next year, you're going to have 100K.
Right.
Matter of fact, what's your Instagram? I get all my cousins to follow you. She had all of her cousins from New Orleans to follow me. And she was so nice. Shout out to this day. I saw her the next year. I went to Essence Fest the next year. I did have 100K. And baby girl, I was like, hey, nice to see you. Mwah, mwah, kiss, kiss. Always be yourself. And they invited me to a couple more events, and I built my relationship with Shea Moisture, and that's my family right there. Shout out to my Shea fam.
Shay.
But yeah, that was so crazy.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, because the girls that were working there and they were like a lot older, they were like, girl, like, don't worry. Like, this won't be your last time working with them.
And you can look at them as mentors too. Like, it's more like inspiration. Like, you're teaching me what to look forward to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, always be yourself. Because the first time I met them, they invited me to do my hair. You know, the Wakanda Forever like premiere. They had like a hairstylist at Dickie Rules, which is like a celebrity hairstylist, and they're like, yeah, come and do your hair. And I was like, okay. Period. I did my hair, and I was like, wait, this is so tea. I got there. Hear me kissing everybody like I know them. Hi, my name is Brianna. Nice to meet you. Like, you know, you just always have to be yourself. Like, I feel like I used to go into rooms and like, hey, like, I'm Brianna. No. Hi, nice to meet you.
Be confident. Walk in there like you're that big.
Exactly. You have to go in there. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Brianna Jones. You know, gotta introduce yourself to everybody.
You know what I love? Somebody did this. They said their whole entire name. They said, I love that. So and so and so. They didn't say like the first name. They said the entire one. I was like, I like that.
I do that.
Let people remember you and make your name for yourself.
Exactly. And that's why I like to dress up, because you never know. I dress up every single day. In the pandemic, I used to watch the Parker Show.
The Parkers?
Okay, yes. I don't know why the Parker Show. Exactly. And she was dressed up every single day. I said, you know what? I'm about to do that. Yeah. So I literally purged my whole closet. And I was like, you know what? Brianna Jones. This is the birth of Brianna Jones. That's why I started going by Brianna Jones. No longer, oh, I'm Brianna. No, it's Brianna Jones. Yeah. Brianna and Jones. Thank you. Yep. And I go into every single room, make sure I'm looking fly, because you never know. You never know you can get jobs by looking this fly. Hello.
Okay.
So yeah, always be yourself and just show up in the room.
Right.
I think yourself.
That's definitely a common tip. Just be yourself, girl. And also work hard. For sure. Yep. Consistently.
Ooh, that's another one.
Consistency.
They never know. They never know. They never know how hard you were working. Because a lot of people are like, oh my God, you're blowing up. You've been blowing up the past year. I said the past year. Baby, I've been doing this for 7. Baby, I've been doing this since high school. Y'all just now seeing me because I'm just putting in the work.
Right.
Y'all don't know I've been taking brand collaborations. Like, would you do this for free product?
No.
Yes. Like I was doing that in the beginning.
We did things
Y'all
for
don't
free
know.
before.
Y'all don't know.
Yeah.
Now we're working. Now they're just seeing the work. Like, that's one thing. You're going to get slept on for a long time.
Yeah.
People are going to see you and be like, okay, how's your little content creator thing doing? How's your little...
And then that's when they start in your DMs asking for favors and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Because they see that you're working.
How is... Oh, my God. Like, can we go for lunch? I like to see how you're doing. Like, how are your... Baby, I've been doing this. You're just now seeing it because the algorithm is now pushing me out now.
Yeah.
Y'all don't see the full many years of not getting sleep, editing videos till 3 o'clock in the morning because I'm not good at editing. Now I am. Clock me. Yeah. But before I'm like, how do I use this app? Like, how do I edit in the transitions?
Yeah.
Girl, you just
a lot of studying and behind the scenes work. Like nobody, and that's the thing also, like I never felt compelled to let people know what I'm doing behind the scenes because I just know what I'm doing. But you're going to see the outcome when it's time. It's not about proving it to anybody else except yourself. Okay?
That's another thing. Stop doing things for the approval of other people, especially content. Even if it does well with the algorithm, if you don't like it, you don't have to post it no more.
Right. Exactly.
Don't do that.
Do something differently.
Don't do things for the likes. If you're going to do things for the likes, or I know, like, one thing about it, I hear a lot of people are like, oh, I want to do content because there's money in it. If you join this realm or this world for the purposes of making money, you gonna get a sad wake up call, baby, because the money is there, but you have to work. There's also who got more money. Yes, they get more. The pay gap the pay gap in colors is thank you.
She's not wrong.
You got to work 10 times harder, especially being a black woman in any space. You have to work 10 times harder than anybody else. Y'all don't see me staying up till 3 o'clock in the morning making them videos. You don't. No, you don't.
Okay, we're gonna get into our girl talk questions.
Okay.
Okay. You ready to spill some type of tea?
Ooh.
Okay.
I'm scared.
First one. What's the most embarrassing thing you've done for a crush?
Travel into another country.
Did he pay for it?
No. Okay, here's the tea.
We don't judge.
Yeah, we listen. Exactly. We listen, don't judge. Okay, hold on. So I was talking to this guy. I was talking to this guy from London. I was down bad. Let me have it.
I'm letting you have it. I don't know.
Thank you. You're still listening and we're not judging. Thank you. You know, I was talking to this guy from London. He was so cool. But honestly, shout out to him because he's honestly the reason why I started locking in.
Okay.
Yeah, let me tell you the story. There's lore. There's lore.
Man.
Exactly. There's lore. Shout out to some heartbreak because heartbreak really, some people drown with heartbreak. I go up. Thank you. So basically, I was talking to this guy from London, and he was cool. Like we had a great 3 weeks, and then I was like, damn. Like he said, I'll come back to London. Like I come back to New York. Like I hit you. He did not hit me up. I hit him up. But then again, I can't be mad at myself because back in the day, Brianna was I was too nice.
Yeah.
I was too nice. And I realized, sister, you have to lock in. You can't be too nice. You can't be giving
nice.
your love out too easy. But I don't regret a thing because at the end of the day, what can you say? I was still myself.
Exactly.
Come on. You just got to be yourself.
You did your big one.
So shout out to that man because he helped me lock in with myself. Thank you.
One heartbreak, 50 hobbies.
Exactly.
Period. Do you believe in soulmates or is it just about timing?
I think you can have many soulmates.
Ooh.
Can I say? I know everyone's like, oh my God, there's only one soulmate. That doesn't make sense to me. There's 80 billion people on this planet.
That's true.
Or in America. Is it New York?
But you only end up with one.
So what? You can have somebody that you'll still think about from when you were 15. Like, oh my God, I love that person. But you guys just weren't meant to be together. But that's okay.
But is that really your soulmate if you don't end up together?
No.
So there's...
You're asking too many questions, sister. You're asking too many questions.
Okay.
I feel like soulmate doesn't mean that you have to die with this person. But soulmate meaning like
I feel like
we've crossed paths in our different world.
Like in a different flame.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's different?
Twin flame. Because I feel like a soulmate is someone that you die with. A twin flame is like someone that I'm just like, okay, like we could be together, but we just can't be together. But, you know, we got a good connection.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe I got to do more research on that. Because I thought it was
No. Soulmates,
anyways,
like,
I feel like you can still have many soulmates. Why have one man when you could have plenty?
oh my God.
Real.
What's a red flag in a relationship that people ignore too often?
Oh, heavens.
Too much.
Emotional unavailability. However,
Yes.
that's what I used to ignore. And then I realized, baby girl, I'm the one that's emotionally unavailable. Ooh, T, I clocked my own T. Oh my God. So maybe like I'm very sensitive, but I realized that I need to do more soul searching, a little bit more like a deeper dive of why I do the things that I do, you know, and like your childhood, I feel like I'm very attached to my childhood. Like, oh, like back in my childhood, this happened, so I'm like this now. But it's like, okay, girl, that happened like 20 years ago. Like, grow up.
Honestly,
so I'm still stuck onto that.
Yeah. The right person, when you meet that person, they're going to like really force you to work on your
I've met
shit.
that person now, and I'm like, oh, sister. I was like, yeah, because all the men really just, you know, they just couldn't handle a girl. I said, wait.
Sometimes it's the wrong
sister,
man.
maybe it's just me. I need to lock in with myself.
It could be you too, but it could also be the man as well. Sometimes,
real.
but you also like it's who you attract. So if you're attracted to someone that's emotionally available, sometimes you could just be emotionally available.
Real.
This was literally the question, but we're gonna skip because it basically had to do with emotional availability.
Real.
How do you handle a friend who is secretly competing with you?
I'm not gonna lie, those type of people are not in my life. You know what I mean? I have a very small circle. I hate when people say that. I have a very small circle. I don't really talk to people too much. But seriously, I feel like when it comes to content creating, it's so hard to have those, like, have a lot of friends.
Yeah.
Because I'm locking in. But I realized that I give people 3 strikes. Like baseball, you know? The first strike, like first time you say something that's like, that was interesting. Like if I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to do this. Like I got paid to do this for this brand.
Yeah.
And you say something crazy and I'm like, okay, I'm giving you a side eye now.
Yeah. You should be happy for them though. Like I feel like if that's
a
your
lot of
friend,
people are not very happy for you, especially with this journey, especially because, you know, with high school, we're all on the same journey.
Right.
But now that we have left high school and college, and, you know, somebody out here having a baby.
Yeah.
Some people having, you know.
Are these your high school friends that you're referring to? People that like.
Yeah, some of them I dropped out with, but like not too many of them. Most of them are still like good friends, but some of them I said, oh.
Yeah.
That wasn't very nice.
You're going in different.
That wasn't very nice.
Places.
Yeah, I feel like we're all going different places,
and
and
good places.
You just have to be like we're all on our own path. And I feel like we have to be like, you know what? Yeah. She's doing this. That's her thing. But I'm happy for her. You know, I feel like a lot of people are not very happy for you. So I feel like it's made me like stick to myself a little bit. So it's like when I do big things, I don't really tell people. I like only 2 people like that know, like my mom and my manager. So it's like I keep things to myself. I'm like, oh yeah, I just met Brianna last week. I'm so sorry. I forgot to mention, girl.
Yeah.
So I kind of keep things to myself because I'm scared. I'm really.
You be scared to be like literally.
Making friends is hard.
It is. I was literally saying this because I remember I had just went to Black Women in Hollywood because I started working for like a media job. Yeah. And basically my mom was like, don't post it because it's going to make people feel like, oh, like, you know, whatever, like you're bragging. But I said, but aren't I able to post my accomplishments and people be happy for me? And the people that are jealous or envious, they should not be in my circle regardless. So I'm like, I don't think of it like that. And sometimes you feel hesitant to say something because you're scared that they're gonna be like, oh, well, she's doing she's doing great. Yeah. And because I know sometimes we feel like that too. Like if we're not where we want to be in life, we start comparing stuff. But you should be able to just say it out loud and, you know, enjoy that blessing regardless. And if somebody got something to say, then that's not the person for you.
At all. So you just got, it's like you just have to have that intuition. Like, if they said something crazy one time, like, or if I be like, oh, I'm going on a brand trip. Oh, I wish that was me. Ooh.
Yeah.
You jealous? I don't know. But if they say something else, like, I kind of keep my distance.
Yeah.
But one thing I'm learning is to communicate a little bit more. So it's like, hey, I didn't really like how you said that. Like, what's that about?
That's okay.
What's that about?
That's totally
what's
fine.
What's tea? And
That's
if they
okay.
feel some type of way, then, baby girl, that's not your friend no more. I hate to break it to you.
God will remove them for you.
I agree.
Let's see. Last question. If you could give every woman one confidence tip, what would it be?
I could give you a quote. So, I'll give you a quote and a little bit of advice.
Okay.
So, I feel like being a Black woman, you are scared to show up as yourself. And me, I'm always overthinking before I even enter the room. I'm like, oh my God, what am I gonna say? I'm always like, okay, what if they ask me this question? I don't have the answer to this question. My middle school teacher, her name is Miss Franzini. I love her so much. She said this one thing. She said, don't let the fear of striking out keep you from playing the game. And I think it's a quote from Babe Ruth. You shouldn't think about the bad things that are going to happen. Everything is going to happen. Like, everything happens for a reason. You know what I mean? You just gotta, like, what is meant for you will be for you. So you can't overthink about the things that are going to happen. That's like, oh my gosh, what if I do this? What if I do, girl, and what if things align? Do you know what I mean? What if things happen the way that you want it to happen? You just gotta do it just to do it. Don't do it scared, you know? I feel like I always do things. Even if I'm scared, I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna jump off this cliff. And I'm like, okay, yeah, period. I like doing, like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it with the harness, obviously. That one, not the jump off the cliff regularly, no.
Wait.
But you just gotta do things.
Yeah.
You just have to do it.
Majority of the time,
scared.
Majority of the time, the things that you think are going to happen, they never usually happen. That's what I've realized. Like, the opposite always happens. You think you want to have a bad time, you should end up having a good time.
Right.
Just give it to God and go with it. Go with the flow. Okay.
And I hate to say be yourself again, but
be your damn self.
That literally is the tea to everything. It's tea, baby girl. You just gotta. What would everybody else do? Okay, now do the opposite. Exactly. Do the opposite of what you think everybody else is gonna do.
Yes, ma'am.
That's my tea for today. Thank you for coming.
Okay.
Not me signing out of your own podcast. Sorry.
It's okay. But yeah, that was the end of this podcast episode. Thank you for being here. Do you want to say your Instagram handle, everything?
Oh, period. Little girl, no. Queen, whoever's watching, you're amazing. You're beautiful. You woke up today. Stunning, amazing, talented, beautiful, gorgeous. Have a great day. You know, you're amazing. That's all. Signing out, Brianna Jones. My handle, Brianna.who. Amen. Thank you for having me.
Of course.
Brooke, would you put your Instagram?
Well, Brooke Christina.
Hello.
But, you knew that already.
Subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, subscribe, like, comment. We got a lot more stuff coming out. I'm excited. And yeah, thank you for being here, my love.
Thank you for having me. And thank you for come to our events. We're going to be hosting some events. So
we got events coming up. I promise you.
Come up.
Okay. Bye.